Ladies and gentlemen, unveiling NIO registrations surge, policy impacts, ET9 dynamics, sales challenges, and hopeful prospects amid evolving market pressures. Regarding insurance registrations from last week, NIO has garnered 4,100 registrations so far this month. All right, NIO has achieved a total of 12,000, so that's quite impressive, and we have a few more days until the end of the month. So perhaps we can reach 16,000 or 17,000 if we are very optimistic. And the NIO manager mentioned that there is a sales explosion happening. Sales are increasing rapidly. What's behind this? So to explain, 4,100 is a very good number. The NIO manager revealed that sales are increasing in Shanghai because of a massive policy change, a game-changing policy. Some people have said that if they don't get their license plate by the end of this month, and if they wait until next year, they won't qualify. And the significant thing is that the rule for 12 months of social insurance payments has changed to 24 months, and these months don't need to be consecutive. And now it has changed to 36 consecutive months of social insurance payments. This has had a huge impact, indicating that for those who are thinking of buying an electric vehicle, this is quite a last chance. Next year, it will be quite challenging. That's why NIO is promoting this, and it has seen a surge in orders, stating that sales are crazy there. They are selling incredible numbers due to the frenzy of everyone rushing to buy their electric vehicles by the end of this year. We'll discuss the outlook for next year soon. But the NIO manager also discussed the pre-orders for the ET9, which is quite interesting. He mentioned that there are a lot of pre-orders for the ET9. However, these are only without any commitment because he and his team had called those customers and congratulated them for placing a pre-order. And you know, those customers were just telling them, just calm down, we're actually not buying the car. We're just following the trend and hyping it up by placing a pre-order to keep the hype going. And then the actual situation is quite different from the pre-order amount because many people place orders, but they don't actually buy the car. Pre-orders are completely 100% refundable. That's what he said. Then he also talked about the sales of the ET9 from his perspective. He said, the ET9 is a quite expensive car. It's not for everyone. And when deliveries start, you won't see very high numbers. And then his estimate is that maybe 70 to 80 in Beijing, maybe 100 or more in Shanghai, maybe some in other cities. So you might think that perhaps 200 to 300 ET9 pre-orders, when deliveries start, will actually be fulfilled and delivered. That's his estimate, but he said that this number could increase when more people want to buy and place pre-orders. And you see, he said, the best way to think about it is that not everyone can afford the car. How many people do you know who buy a Maybach? Not many, and Maybach doesn't sell that much either. So don't expect this car to sell so much. And he mentioned, you know, the car is more about showcasing technology and essentially getting people excited about the brand. And I completely agree with him. We also talked about chips, who will make the chips. And he said, you know, when it comes to deliveries, maybe just a few hundred, maybe 1,000, and it won't be a big problem to deliver these chips. And that's also some big news. He mentioned that the chips might be manufactured by TSMC, or that's what some of his colleagues have told him. So that's quite good. TSMC is here. They will make the chips. Then he was asked the most important question, how are sales going in general? And he said, you know, things are just as they are. To be honest, it's the end of the year rush in Shanghai, but in Beijing, it's just going as usual. And he shared some quite interesting information. He said that in his store, which is a NIO service center where their actual sales are third among all stores. So in terms of sales, they are third in all NIO stores. But still, their average customers per week are only 40. So these are quite interesting statistics. Only 40 customers per week, while the average walk-in customers per week in Beijing is 200. So it really shows the level of skills of him and his team. And the service center store sales reps have said that, but they have also mentioned that, you know, there are absolutely no customers there. And this is my concern. I feel that NIO is not trending so much. Last week, a few days ago, the entire 150 kilowatt hour battery pack was quite a trend. But then NIO Day came. They didn't say anything about it, didn't announce it, didn't launch it. So people are waiting for it, which has become a bit frustrating. ET9 was also in trend for a while, but NIO trend is not like it used to be now. But poor sales are still going fast. An important question was asked to them, which I also agree with, about how sales could look next year. And first of all, regarding incentives, they are saying that there is really no big incentive. Right now, they are pushing people towards pre-built showroom cars and inventory, and there are big discounts on them. But if you want a new car that is completely new, the process is the same. There is no big incentive around it. But they have said that, indeed, the policy change in Shanghai will affect EV, but it will not be as strict as it is in Beijing, that's for sure. And they made a quite surprising statement. They have their own license plate, but they said that they are trying others as well. And according to statistics in Beijing, every year, only 10,000 people apply for 2 million license plates. So here's the thing. Only 0.5% of people will get a license plate. Only 0.5% of the entire population will get a license plate. So this is absolutely absurd. And they said that according to statistics, if you continue at this percentage, it will take 40 years to get a license plate, which is quite frustrating. And they said that it's possible that winning the lottery has better odds. So this is the reality in Beijing, which is quite challenging. Clearly, these strict policies don't really help with sales. Now, if we look towards the sales in 2024, perhaps we'll see a good January because people who order their cars in December get them in January. But after that, there are no new vehicle models. There are taxes, and there are also strict license plate rules in Shanghai. Because of this, deliveries might be a bit slow. However, some cars with refreshed versions are coming, which will boost deliveries and generate renewed interest. Like the ES7, which is long due for a refresh and is coming very soon. Hopefully, next year, we'll see better numbers in sales. But overall, policies and other factors have put a lot of pressure on sales. So we hope that the buzz around ET9 and new technology will help people get more interested in buying NIO. Overall, let's see how things balance out. There's pressure from below and pressure from above. Hopefully, the pressure from above is greater, and we get better deliveries. Thank you for joining us today. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to our channel for more stock predictions and market insights. Remember to turn on the notification bell so you never miss an update. Happy investing, and see you in the next video.